Let's talk about the bikes. What do you like about your Magicycle? Give me 5 things you like about it.
5 things I like about it.
2 things I like about them.
It'd probably be easier to list the things I don't like. No.
I was thinking the same thing about the Aventon Aventure here.
I do not like that it's not a true step through.
Right. Yeah, they advertise that, and it really isn't unless you're 7 foot tall.
Or extremely skinny, you know?
Right.
And you can stick your little foot in there, but my big foot wouldn't go in there.
Well, and they put the
cup holder.
The bottle holder mount's absolutely worthless where it's at. There's no way you could put a bottle in there and ride that bike.
Yep. But, so yeah. So we're going to turn this into an e-bike.
Well, it's just touching different topics, right? I
Touch
mean,
and goes.
Equipment we're using.
What do I like about it? I like the cruise control. Absolutely love
that.
I
hate that mine don't have that.
I love that because on the long stretches like this, I can actually set my speed at whatever and not have to do anything but just let it go. I like the build of it. I think it's solid. I've not had any problems essentially with the meat of the bike.
Tires.
I've not had any tire issues.
I know you haven't. I'm waiting for my turn.
And I like the overall look of it because it catches your attention. The beefy tires. I like having the basket. By the way, I have a separate basket. I got 2 baskets. I won one in the Magicycle.
Is your headlight on? Or is it just the sunlight hitting it?
I like the way it feels once I got a comfortable seat. The Magicycle seat was okay, but the seat post was horrible. Absolutely disgustingly horrible. The mechanism that it mounted, it twists very, very easily. So when you pedal, you're just eating and grinding away at the teeth. And I have another video out there that shows the teeth got just completely ground down.
Well, and it's like some motorcycles out there, and people know who I'm talking about. I don't need to mention names. But you spend money on a motorcycle. Yeah. And then you have to spend money on seats. Yeah. And you have to spend money on shocks. And you have to do this and that. And you end up spending another $5,000 or $6,000 to get a motorcycle. Yeah. To where you can ride it. And okay, that's great if you want to give somebody a base model unit, but give somebody something they can ride, especially when they're starting out on something.
And the price point here, it really could have done with a better seat post.
Oh, yes.
If it had a better seat post, the price point would have made a little bit more sense. And then I understand I'm going to go get a wider seat. I'm going to get a padded seat. That's all on me. That is totally on me.
Exactly.
To me, that is, I mean, the seat that came with it's comfortable. Heck, we put it on our daughter's, mountain bike now.
Yeah, on her
so she's fine with it. But the seat post was really I think that was one of the biggest downfalls to this bike. Second would have been the gears. Right. The gears are generic Shimano 7-speed that you find on all sorts of bicycles out there.
And the problem we had was the shifter
problem
braking.
Was horrible. It just broke. Just for no reason, just broke. And I rarely use it.
It was less than 200 miles.
Yeah, I keep it in the same gear all the time. Just because I'm lazy and don't want to change it around. And I'm riding on paved roads, so I don't really see a need in changing it.
Right.
So, for it to fail.
You hit the throttle and throttle out, right?
That's right. For it to fail was really kind of heartbreaking. And then when we got a replacement, which we had to pay for, because I consider that a consumable, I guess, the cable that came with it looked like it pulled off of another bike. It was all bent. You couldn't do anything with it.
They hadn't taken any care in packaging it when they sent it to us. It was kinked up. There was no way we could use that steel cable. And the cable wasn't the original problem.
No.
But we had to replace the cable because of the way it comes apart. Yeah. So they kinked the cable up really bad. We eventually did get another one from Magicycle that we now have as a spare, which is great. However,
we had to go buy one.
It was a Friday afternoon. It was getting ready to rain.
Behind us.
We were in Gulf Shores, and I had to ride to Orange Beach to a bicycle shop, great little bicycle shop in there. We'll put a link down below to them here in the video. I can't remember the name of the bike shop real quick, right off the bat, but great little bike shop. I went over there, I rode my Aventon. It was an hour there and back. I had 57% battery left when I left the camper. I rode through Gulf State Parks all the way from Gulf Shores again, all the way to Orange Beach and back, which was absolutely amazing. We're going to be doing that some more this year, baby.
You wouldn't have done that on a regular bicycle.
No, you wouldn't have.
No way. No way.
But I didn't have to get...
Not in our physical state.
Well, I wouldn't do it on a regular bicycle anyways.
No, I don't think I would.
It beat dealing with traffic. It beat getting the Jeep out and driving the Jeep. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love driving my Jeep, right? But that's the key to these bikes. It's been a game changer, that standpoint, because I'm not going up there with all the traffic. I've now got, find the odometer, I've got 2,630 miles on it as of this moment. That's 2,630 miles that I never would have walked.
Meanwhile, I'm at 900.
I ride mine every day because of lunchtime. But it's mileage that I never would have walked, that I never would have driven.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few trips, like I run down to Kroger here in Nicholasville from the house on the bike about once a week when the weather's decent, pick up some groceries, and I overload the bike, unfortunately. But I get it all home typically.
We did that in Alabama though. Went to Walmart, come out with everything loaded up.
Yeah, we do that at Gulf Shores too. We were going in and doing what we did, getting things, but I'm always overloading my bike when I go to Kroger or I go to Rouse's there in Gulf Shores. It's near the campground we stay at. But it's mileage I'd have never driven or whatever. But get back to the Gulf Shores trip. I had to ride to Orange Beach, get that cable, come back and fix the bike. We got it taken care of. And then finally, eventually got that replacement cable that was not kinked up, that was rolled up properly from Magicycle. So anything else about your bike?
Well, I was going to say the other thing I think I really, really like has been their Facebook group. If you join the Facebook group, they do like monthly giveaways. The monthly giveaways are really cool accessories, like speakers, lights, baskets. I've gotten a basket, a speaker, or 2 speakers, lock. Did
the lights come from them, or did we get those elsewhere?
Yeah, the lights came from them. The accessory bar I added. Again, all that's on the video I've already done.
The mirror.
The mirror came from, actually 2 mirrors, but I only used 1. So,
you got another lock.
Yeah, it came with a lock, but it took forever to get here. It came with a helmet, which also took forever to get here. But we bought locks because we were waiting on them to get here, and we needed them, so we went out and bought them. So we got 2 locks, basically. But yeah, I think overall, it's been a very good investment. It's gotten me out moving, which I would not have expected to do. It lets me practice my 2 wheels maneuvers.
It's wonderful. Somebody was over here
on 2 wheels already practicing or riding.
Pick a spot out and cone weave, right?
Do what?
Pick a rock out or something on the
just pick something out
on the blacktop and cone weave it.
Yeah, do you cone weave or do you swerve around the obstacles? So yeah. So how about your Aventon? Now remember, it's Adventure Series 1. They came out with the 2 shortly after you got it.
It's the original Adventure, and a lot of the same complaints, right? Seat post. I've got this shock absorbing seat post on it now, which has been wonderful. And I got the seat that you bought for yours that you didn't like.
Yeah.
Eventually I put it on here and I just kept it.
It was too big.
And it is a large seat. I give it that. But complaint-wise, the only complaint I had, or the only problems I've had with this bike is the kickstand broke and is under warranty, and support sent me a new, and it just broke off at the top where it mounts to the bike for no reason, sitting still.
Yeah.
So got a new kickstand from them.
Well, you had it on a trailer.
Huh?
You had it on a trailer when it broke.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's when we had to rescue our friends that were visiting, and you had to trailer it back to pick up their bikes.
Oh, that's right.
And it broke.
So it broke. We got a new kickstand from them. And then my biggest complaint about this bike, I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong. Tires. Aventon, as of this date, still does not offer any kind of replacement fat tire, inner tubes, or tires for this bicycle, period. Aventon, you're missing out. Because online, I see a lot of people having issues getting tires for it. We'll put down in the description below the tires that I got, put on the back, and it's absolutely amazing. It's a very lightweight, it's a Kenda tire, but it's absolutely lightweight. Got it off Amazon.
I was saying, I'll stop right there just a second, because I made that comment online when we were looking at tires and trying to feel, because I also joined the Aventon group on Facebook, and I made the comment about being disappointed in the tires and the fact that you can't go to Aventon and buy tires.
And flame on.
And I got absolutely roasted. And it was like, wait a minute, I know I don't go to GM and buy tires for my vehicle because, first of all, tires on cars are a lot more universal. They're not specific. They're not.
Correct.
They're not. They don't have just one purpose. It's like there's so many different cars that can use a tire.
Exactly.
Whereas a bicycle is very, very specific. And you would expect when you pay 4 figures, let's say, for a bicycle, that you would be able to go back to them to get the wearable items such as the tires that they put on it from
and inner tubes.
And the inner tubes. Now, caveat that by saying Magicycle does.
Magicycle does. So when I needed a tire and couldn't get it from them, I did some research and I ordered one from Magicycle using the Magic coins we had, something that was useful for that. I still paid part of it was in cash, paid with a card. And then I ordered a second tire from Amazon that I knew I needed the tire, had to get it. We were going on another trip. I'd already bought a replacement inner tube. Again, we'll put links below to this stuff that we use to fix this. And the inner tube I've got has got a thicker outer casing to make it a little more durable.
It is so durable that
well,
you put it on
I'm
there.
not done yet. Not done yet. I've also got the run flat inserts that you can get in the rear tire on this. It's a big wide plastic. You can see them at Walmart for the thinner tires. Again, put a link to,
Go ahead.
I'll put a link to it down here below on what I used in it. But the fun part is, I forgot we got the tire. I had the inner tube and I'll put it together with the old tire. The old tire had a hole in it, and it's just, I've had 3 or 4 flats on that tire, so it was time to be replaced too with the inner tube. And I ended up putting the old tire back on so we could go on the trip, and I got the new one at the last minute before we left. UPS rolled in right as we got ready to leave. And so packed it up, put the bike's already loaded on the back of Cassandra's truck, and I put the new tire in my truck and took it with us so I could put it on in Tennessee. That was when we went to the Jeep.
In August.
Yeah, in August, the Jeep invasion in Pigeon Forge, Sevierville area. Sitting at the campground, I decided I'm going to put my new tire on the bike. So it took me about 30 minutes, pulled the wheel and all off. I've done it enough times. Like I said, I've had like 4 flats on this rear tire on this bike. And I ended up replacing the battery.
All right, got to replace GoPro battery. Hang on. All right, YouTube. Guess what? I made a mistake. I changed the battery out there in the video, and I forgot to start the video back up. Not GoPro's fault, my fault. So I'm going to tell you the gist of what happened, and while I do, I'm going to show you some unseen footage from Gulf Shores. Since we've been talking about Gulf Shores so much, I'm going to pull some video that didn't make it to previous videos. There are videos out there, so if you've seen this footage, then I guess I included it wrong. But enjoy the footage while I explain to you what happened with the tire. As he said, he put the tire in the vehicle because literally UPS pulled up while we were sitting in the court to pull out of our house, and we took the tire with us to Tennessee. While we were in Tennessee, he decided to go ahead and put the tire on his bike and simply forgot to inflate it. Didn't ride a whole lot down there. There wasn't too many places to go ride. Rode around the park a little bit, maybe once or twice. That was about it. Got it back home. He went on his everyday ride around lunchtime or so. He did that for, I think, a couple of weeks. And then on this day that we're recording, we had gone out like the day or two before, I believe, and was riding, and I got behind him, and I was like, your tire looks really, really low. He's like, oh, yeah, really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's not good. It's a new tire, you know. So we talk about it for a few minutes. I'll check it when I get home. So when he got home, he checked it, and turned out he had like 4 or 5 PSI in it. And he started thinking back to putting that tire on, when he put it on. It had been a couple of weeks, and he had ridden probably 200-300 miles on that tire. So he was like, I don't think I put air in it in Tennessee, because when I got done with it, I didn't ride very much down there. So I don't think I put air in it. And we had an air compressor with us because he's got one in his truck. But he's like, I do not remember hooking the air compressor up and putting air in the tire down there. So I've never put air in the tire. He ran around for like 200 miles maybe more, I'm not really sure, with
practically deflated tire with that inner tube in it, and it was running. It was fine. It was better than the factory tire that came on it was from Aventon. So that speaks a little bit of volumes for the aftermarket tire that he got. The brand is still Kenda, and as he said, we'll have links and everything down below. While I'm talking about links and everything down below, do me a favor, hit the subscribe, okay? Hit the like, because you know you like this stuff. You know you like it, or you wouldn't be here. You stuck around to hear the story. And share this. Please share it. We need some more subscribers. It's fun doing this, but it's not fun if we can't share it. Sharing it with each other is fun, but sharing it with everybody else is more fun. There's more fun in numbers, as they say, right? So be sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload videos. I don't have a schedule of video uploads just because we record stuff and then I don't like it, and I just choose not to upload it. I guess I'll just start uploading content and figuring what happens, see if people like just the raw content. It takes a while to edit, so. And, of course, when you do things like I did and forget to hit the record button, maybe you don't have content to actually update. I'll get better, hopefully. There's a story, though. As you can see, we really do like our bikes, our e-bikes, chosen 2 different models just because it's personal preference. And I'm really happy with Magicycle. He's happy with Aventon. We give them both kudos for a well-built machine. We're not having the problems that a lot of people out there are having. I guess we're very lucky, and we're glad to be very lucky. We would be more than happy to let anyone try our bikes out. If you see us out and about, you've got questions, you want to give it a try, go right ahead. We didn't get to test ride bikes. We don't live in an area where there's e-bike distributors or shops or places we can go and try. We're probably one of the first few people in our area to even have e-bikes because I know we ride this trail a lot. We've rarely seen anybody on an e-bike, maybe 1, maybe 2. And, of course, Gulf Shores, they're everywhere. Other places that you vacation, they're going to be everywhere. So, again, it was just a seat of the pants, do a lot of research, and I think we did our research diligently, and I think we're very, very happy with them. Again, putting, thousands of miles on a bicycle is unheard of whenever you didn't even think you would ride it very much to begin with. So that speaks volumes in itself, that we've put that many miles on them in less than a year. And we're looking forward to a repeat trip to Gulf Shores. Hopefully we'll have a lot better video. We're working on our audio, as you can tell. And I just got to work on remembering to hit that record button when I change out batteries. It's all a learning process, people. We really appreciate you sticking around. Appreciate you watching these videos. And again, share these with everybody. Hit the subscribe button. And thank you for sticking around. Hope to see you on some real epic adventures soon.